Okay, so we're part three. We're talking about and we're understanding the nature of evil, and let's talk about a little bit about the natural side of this thing. Okay, when it comes to existence, okay, and when it comes to things that happen, existence doesn't make a choice. If we can follow things to an origin of things, okay, there wasn't a point where existence says, hey man, I want this to be, or I want this, or hey man, wouldn't it be really cool if I experienced myself? Wouldn't it be really cool if we, loved and stuff like that? Look, I know, man, I know these things sound really cool, and in certain ways, explaining things like that really can help your perception, or at least your outlook on life and how to approach things. Okay, it is a sort of calming effect in a way, but it is an inaccurate understanding, or at least it's a grossly limited understanding, because if you're just hanging out in life thinking that everything is just a great cool experience and stuff like that, okay, you're selling yourself short. That's not the truth. Okay, the truth is very specific things are happening. The truth is everything that's happening has happened on purpose. This does not mean that we're talking about life being predetermined. Okay, it's not. But what we're talking about is definitely that there are no accidents, there are no coincidences. When it comes to existence, in terms of an existence, nothing happens for no reason. All of it serves a purpose. It is impossible for it not to serve a purpose, because that is the nature of existence. Okay, everything is part of the balance. So, okay, what the problem, okay, we have, what I noticed is a problem that happens for a lot of things, and it's a sincere one, and it's not to be taken as a knock on our ancestors or our understanding and learning curve as we go through time, whatever. It's a natural part of learning. What we're doing is we're taking what we already learned, we're taking some traditions and we're trying to evolve them as we understand more. And yes, we'll cling on to some of those traditions and we'll resist some of the evolution of those some evolutionary ideas on those traditions. Okay, what we're looking at is the problem is we're looking at existence and the absolute as something that is set in stone and something that doesn't change. And there's good reason why we look at that, because it overall, the bulk of the definition of the absolute, of that fundamental nature of existence is something that is constant, that isn't supposed to be this relative thing, right? What helps us is to understand the priority of the relationship. We're looking at, and I've discussed this before, we're looking at our life, we're looking at our reality here, and we're thinking that it's a relative distinction of the absolute, okay? But if we understand the logic and we understand that existence does not make a choice, okay, then you understand that this life that you are living right now in the physical form, if you want to describe it that way, that we have is not an accident, and is not on coincidence, and it is not one out of an infinite amount of possibilities. This is an inaccurate understanding that devastates us, okay? Even we can have an idea, a good perspective about this if we just put the words to a behavior for existence. Existence at some point decides that it needs to distinguish itself. It needs to experience itself. Why? Why would it do that? If existence was in a state of oneness, if existence was why would it need to do anything? Why would it choose that? Why not choose, why not just choose the opposite? Why not choose to remain perfect then? Why is whatever state existence was in before it chose to experience itself, why isn't that perfect? Why isn't that state good enough? Why does existence need to do anything? And okay, but even when it did do something, okay, why did it do it this way? Why has the physical form manifested 2 legs and 2 arms? Why a biology? Why does it come out this way? Okay? And why didn't we choose 3 legs? Why do we even, express things in terms of age? Why do we perceive at all? Why, if we are limited, why are we limited? Why do we believe we're limited? Okay, these things tell you that there's just an inaccuracy in the understanding. Okay, what we're talking about is, okay, none of this is a choice. None of these were possibilities. And now let us, okay, so on the next video we're gonna now take that idea and put everything in, we're gonna put that into perspective so that we can understand the priority of how we should view the relationship between the distinction and that which it is distinguished from. Okay? Us and the absolute.